Today I'm going to share how to make a mini resurrection garden for the Easter and also two more spring decor or Easter decor in farmhouse style. For my first DIY, I would like to share how I make a miniature resurrection garden. It is a beautiful and very easy craft and a very easy way to share the story of Easter, the story of rebirth with children and everybody in the family and friends. So for this DIY, I started by taking a humble pot. This is glazed pottery and a simple looking pot to begin with. Then I took a smaller earthen pot. It has to be kept into note that the smaller earthen pot is of the size that it can fit into the bigger pot, because this smaller pot is going to be the cave and there's going to be few more items in this miniature garden. For the first step, I'm going to paint inside my small pot with black paint. So inside as well as on the outside, I'm going to paint it with all black color. I looked around in my yard and found some twigs. I'm going to break them so that I can make my 3 crosses. So the first one is going to be the main cross, the central cross or the largest one, and there will be 2 smaller ones. So 2 twigs for each one, and then I'm going to take a simple jute string and just tie it to form my cross. Next I took some sand. I had white sand, you can take any kind of sand or soil. Basically I need to fill up my pot such that it has a little rim or depth, a shallow end left on the top, as well as I can just dip in my pot, cave pot, so that it's less than half submerged in the sand, so it looks like a sand. It's no more a circular opening, it's like more than a circular arc opening of a cave there. So once I adjust my cave there, I add my crosses right behind the cave so that the cross are seen at the background of the cave. Then I had these pebbles which I had collected with my kids on different trips with nature walks on the riverbeds. So I'm going to use the smaller ones on the garden, and I had this flat piece of rock from the riverbed which will partially cover the cave. So I'm just going to place it such that it just slightly, ever so slightly covers the entrance of the cave. Then I'm going to place all these little pebbles around, leaving a small path leading to the cave. I also had these decorative white chips of stones, and this I'm going to use to make the path leading to the cave. This is already getting prettier. Now I wanted to cover the cave and give it a more finished look, so I'm using some moss. I'm just going to tuck the moss behind the cave, on top of the roof of the cave, as well as on the sides, somewhere in between the stones, so that it gets that natural look. To finish the look of my crosses, I wanted a little drape of fabric. So I took this piece of little cotton and draped it around the central cross. This is simple, very beautiful, and a very meaningful decor idea for this spring and this Easter. My today's DIYs are part of the challenge being hosted by Domestic Diva DIY. I'll put link to her channel on and to the playlist in my description box. A warm welcome to all my old friends and all those who are new to my channel. It is about doing lots of DIYs, trash to treasures, crafts within budget, look for less. So if you love such content, please consider subscribing with the ringing bell notification, and please do keep coming back for more ideas. The second DIY has this cozy vintage farmhouse vibes. I'm going to make a spring door hanger. I searched for calligraphic handwritten letters on internet and I found these printables and I printed them on A4 size paper. I'm going to just curl it or roll it so as to make a cone, just trying to match the two tips together so that the cone looks better. Now to hold it all together, I'm just going to use some paper tape or glue wherever needed, and I have my cone ready. Next, I found a piece of long wire and I bent it to form an inverted U, and this will become the handle of my cone or basket, and I'll just attach it onto the top open portion inside the cone, and this is ready to hold the items and to hang on the wall. To make it look better, I took this ribbon, fabric ribbon. This is in blue-green color, soft color, great for any season, especially for the spring, and it will be in contrast to the paper I'm using as well as to the flowers I'm using. So it will get highlighted, it will look better. So I just tied a simple bow and using a double-sided tape on the front lip of the cone, I'm just going to fix it here. Next, I just added a bunch of pink flowers, and this little piece is ready to decorate any door. Beautiful door hanger, a beautiful way to welcome. I also have a little announcement and an open invite for all the YouTubers who love to craft and share their DIYs. I'm so very excited and also thankful to Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine, as she has agreed to make me the co-host of her challenge called Using Trash to Create Treasure. She does awesome trash to treasure projects, and I have been following her since a very long time and always participating in her challenge, and I feel so thrilled and so happy that this time I'm going to co-host her challenge with her. So the rules of the challenge using trash to create treasure are: number 1, use items that you would normally throw in the trash or recycle bin and give it a second life. It can be a decor piece or something functional. 2, mention our channel names in your video. Host Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine, co-host Momdas from Momdas Life Handmade. That's myself. Number 3, give links to our channels and the playlist in your description box, and do mention the playlist in your video as well. Number 4, put the channel name somewhere in your title. Number 5, upload your video to the playlist on Thursday, March 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Above all, have fun with your projects, and if you have any query, feel free to ask. So I took a piece of white paper, folded it lengthwise, and I drew half portion of an egg. This is the best way to get the most symmetrical image. Cut it out, and I have my template for cutting egg shapes. I use the template to cut out from old textbook pages which are not in use. So I have some old textbook pages, which I cut them with sharp scissors to get my egg shapes. And I have 6 of textbook egg shapes and 6 pieces of pink printed paper egg shapes. Next, I'm just going to fold my eggs lengthwise into half. So I'm folding each one of them lengthwise, so all the textbook ones as well as the pink ones. Now what one needs to be careful is when I fold the eggs, I'm folding the facing side of the paper, or the side of the paper which I want to be seen, it's folded in, and the outside is the paper, that side that is going to get hidden. So I likewise fold all the egg shapes with the right side folded in. Then I take a humble glue stick, you can use any kind of glue, and I add this glue on the outer half of one folded egg shape, and over it I glue the other. So I am going to keep on continue gluing one egg shape with the other half of other egg shape, such that there is an alternative arrangement of textbook paper, pink paper egg, textbook paper egg, pink paper egg. So therefore it forms an accordion shape like this, and when I close it in the end, it already gives a beautiful egg, but I will take it to another dimension. So for this trick, I'm going to open it and I'm going to just add a little glue on the top narrow part of the pink portion, pink egg, and close the egg at the top. So likewise, I'm going to add little glue on the pink narrow part of the egg, close the pink egg on the top, and close all the pink eggs on the top. Then I go on to the broad base end of the egg, and this time I add glue onto the text paper eggs and close the text paper. So I add to each and every textbook paper base portion of the egg a little glue, and pinch close the textbook portion at the base. So this gives us a beautiful shape. So there is half textbook paper seen on the top and half pink paper seen in the bottom of the egg, and it has this beautiful design formed. Then I took a pink cord and I'm just using some paper tape and securing it to the spine of my egg. Last step, I'm just going to add glue on the back side of the starting or the ending piece and glue it together, or just glue everything together here, and a little ornament in egg shape is ready for decor. This looks really cute, very sweet indeed. I hope you liked my today's 3 DIYs. The resurrection garden, the door hanger, and the egg ornament. If you loved my today's DIYs, please give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Each time you visit my videos, it helps me. I appreciate your support a lot. I'll see you soon with another DIY. Until then, stay positive, be creative, and be happy. Thank you, everybody.